Hello children of class 2. Welcome to this week's video on computers. Today I will do chapter 7 more on paint. Last week while doing chapter 6 I did a few things from chapter 7 too. I taught text tool, how to write words in your along with your picture in paint. And I also taught you the eraser tool, or rather you know about the eraser tool. I taught you about how you can increase the size of the eraser. Now today I will do the remaining things of chapter 7. I will teach you about the brush tool, the pencil tool and the airbrush tool. I will also teach you how to save a drawing, how to open a saved drawing, how to close paint and how to resize a drawing. So far you have learned to draw circles, oval shapes, rectangles, squares, triangles, stars, and today you have learned how to draw straight lines. But how do you draw freehand? All these rectangle, circle, square, triangle, these shapes you will find in your maths book. But how will you draw, as I said just now, how will you draw freehand? How will you draw something like this? For this you need the brush tool. So now in the next part of the video I will show you how using a brush tool you can draw freehand and you can draw shapes like these. Now before I show you the use of the brush tool, I will change the color to red. To change the color to red, I will take the pointer to the color box and click on the red color. Now I will go to brushes. You can see the word brushes written here, and there is a small arrow at the bottom. I will click on that arrow, and this shows me the different types of brushes. You may have seen your elder brothers or sister drawing with brushes, and you must have seen that they use different types of brushes. Now in paint also there are different types of brushes. We have the ordinary brush, we have the calligraphy brush 1, calligraphy brush 2, airbrush, oil brush, crayon, marker, natural pencil and watercolor brush. Now those are just names, so let us see what they actually really look like. This is ordinary brush. Let's see what ordinary brush looks like. That is ordinary brush. Next one is calligraphy brush 1. Next we have calligraphy brush 2, that is like calligraphy brush only, so I won't show it to you. Next is airbrush. Now that's better. That's much better. Then this is something called oil brush. Let's see. Nice, no? Then what's this? Crayon. The crayons that you use. Lovely. This is crayons. And this is marker. That's marker. Not bad, huh? Not bad. And we have natural pencil. Well, not very nice, not so exciting maybe, but it's not bad. And lastly we have watercolor brush. Yes, that's wonderful. So there are so many different kinds of brushes, and you have to decide which brush will be best suited for the drawing which you are going to draw. Now I will show you some drawings which I will do with the help of the brush tool. But before that, let me rub everything that I have drawn. There, I've rubbed everything. Now I'm going to draw the letters X, Y and Z. But this time I will use not the line tool but the crayon brush. I will go to brushes and I will choose crayon. Which is crayon? This is crayon. Okay. Now I'm going to draw X. Yes, isn't that nice? Then I'm going to draw Y. Before that, let me change the color. And then I will draw Z. Again I will change the color. Now, that's much better than the line tool. Now, I will show you another drawing. This time I will use another brush. But first, let me rub this. Now I will draw a tree with the help of Airbrush, and I have shown you how you can change the brush color. You can also change the brush size. Now I will choose this one. Let me go to brown color. Now that's dark red. This is brown. And I'm going to draw a tree. First I will draw the tree trunk. I'm dragging the mouse, okay? This time you cannot see what I am drawing, but I am telling you I am dragging the mouse. Well, maybe I should have used the largest size, whatever. So a tree trunk is getting ready. Now it is beginning to look somewhat like a tree trunk. So our tree trunk is now ready. Let me now draw the leaves. Leaves are, as you know, green in color. So I have clicked on the green color. Now I will draw the leaves. Let's fill it up. Let me change the size. Let's choose the largest size. Yes, I think. So it will need a little bit of practice to decide which size of brush and which type of brush you should use for your drawing. There is no hard and fast rules. You don't have to learn these things by heart. This is something that you will gradually come to know, and this is all a lot of fun. Now that looks like a nice tree. Maybe when you draw one, you can add a few red apples in it, and also write the word apple tree over here. So that was the brush tool. The brush tool, as I told you, is used for drawing freehand. There is another tool which you can use to draw freehand, and that is the pencil tool. This is the pencil tool in the ribbon. After clicking on the pencil tool, I'll bring the pointer to the drawing area. See how the mouse pointer now looks like a pencil. And now I will drag, and this is how you can draw using pencil tool. Now I can change the color also. I'm not very good at drawing maybe. And you can also change the size little bit, but you can't make it very thick. And you don't have different types of pencils like you have different types of brushes. Okay, so let us suppose that you have drawn something very beautiful in paint and you want to show it to your father. But there is a problem. Let us suppose now it is 12 noon and your father is not at home. He is in his office or shop or business. He will come back only at 5 o'clock, maybe 6, maybe later. So what are you going to do? Keep your computer on till your father comes back? That means keeping your computer on for 5, 6, 7 hours? No, that is not possible. So you have to close your computer, or rather shut it down. This is the problem. Now you have made a drawing. Now it is 12 noon. You want to show it to your father. But your father will come after 5 to 7 hours. And you can't keep the computer on for such a long time. You have to shut it down. And suppose you do shut it down, and after 5, 7 hours when your father comes back and you switch it on again and you start paint again, you will see that your drawing is no longer there. It's very sad. You could not show your drawing to your father. So is there anything we can do? Yes. You have to save your drawing. Before you shut down the computer, you have to save your drawing. So this is what we do. This is what you do. You draw something and then you save it. And after that you can shut it down. Then after 5, 7 hours when your father comes, you have to open that saved drawing and you can show it to your father. Now in the next part of the video, I will show you how you can save a drawing. Now, suppose I want to save this drawing. So first I will click on the File button. In your book it is written Paint button, doesn't matter. It's a slightly different version of Paint in your textbook. In that it is Paint, here it is File. I click there and I get this list of commands. This is called a menu, the file menu to be exact. Here I will click on Save. This is the Save As dialog box. What's written here? File name. So this means that this picture that I am going to save, I must give it a name. Okay, we must give a name to whatever picture you are saving. So this is a picture of a tree. Let me call it tree. Now let me tell you, you can give any name. You can write A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z, LOMN, AP, anything. But you should always give a name which you can easily remember. So remember this file name. The file name is tree. And after typing the file name, we will click on the Save button. Now your file is saved. Now I will show you how you can close Paint. To do that, you have to click on the Close button in the corner. Click on it and Paint is closed. So you had done a beautiful drawing You have saved it. And now your father has come back and now you want to show him that drawing. So you start the computer, start Paint, but your drawing will not be there. You have saved it, right? You have saved it, but your drawing will not automatically come on the screen. You have to open the saved drawing. So in the next part of the video, I will show you how you can open a saved drawing. This is very important. If you save something and you can't bring it back, there is no use of saving it. It's just like keeping something somewhere and then you don't remember where you kept it. So, if you have learned how to save a drawing, you should also learn how to open that saved drawing. Next part of the video, I'll be showing you just that only. Now, to bring back the saved drawing, the drawing of the tree, we will first click on the File button, and from this menu, now instead of selecting Save, we will select Open. The Open dialog box, the open window has come. Now there should have been a list of files, but there's only one Paint file. So we will click on this. Here is our file, and we will now click on the Open button, and our picture is now on the screen. Now here we have a drawing. Well, we want to make it little bigger. So how will we do that? First, we have to select it. To do that, we will have to click on the Select tool. This is the Select tool. Let me click on it. Now I will bring my pointer here and I will drag. When I drag, I get a dotted line like this. Now I haven't drawn properly. That's why the whole picture is not coming inside this dotted box. So let me click outside and do again. Let me try bring the pointer little above and to the left of the drawing. Yes, that's perfect. Now let me drag. And now the entire picture is coming inside this dotted box or dotted rectangle. Now, to make the picture bigger or smaller, we have to go to the small boxes in the corners and in the sides. If I drag it this way, that is outward, the picture will become bigger in size. And when I drag it inwards, the picture becomes smaller in size. I can keep on doing this with any of the boxes. Once I click outside my drawing, now my picture is complete. Now I can't change its size anymore. These three buttons on top are called the control buttons. What is the use of these buttons? This is the minimize button. Now, a Paint window is open, so we cannot see the main screen of computer. So if I click on the minimize button, now a Paint seems to be closed, and you can see the main screen or desktop of your computer. But Paint is not really closed. It is there as an icon at the bottom of your screen. Just click on it and it will come back again. This middle button is known as the restore or restore down button. When we click on it, the paint window becomes little smaller. If you ever want to see a part of your desktop, you can click on the restore button. Now look at the middle button, it is changed now. Now it has got a different name. Now it is called the maximize button. If I click on this, it will again fill the whole window. And the last button is the close button to close paint. So with that, I come to the end of today's video. Today I finished chapter 7, more on paint. Today I taught about the brush tool, the pencil tool and the airbrush tool. I also taught about how to save a drawing, how to open a saved drawing, how to close paint and how to resize a drawing. Next week there will be no videos. Instead, there will be an online class. And in this online class, I'll discuss all these things of paint which are there in chapter 6 and 7 and which I have taught you in these last two videos. So till then, it's Tata and take care.